Hi, I am not in my sewing room. If you've been here before, you're gonna be like, Val, where are you? Well, I'm in my living room. And if you are new here, hello, I'm Valerie, and this is my channel, What Valerie Makes, where I share all about what I am making. And usually that is some kind of sewing garment, and today it's not. It is a sewing project, but so a little backstory. Last summer I promised my partner that I would make outdoor cushions for our furniture, and I never got around to it. And now, halfway through summer, I still haven't gotten around to it. So I'm doing it. I'm kind of winging it. I have watched a couple of videos to kind of get my head wrapped around the project, and I'm still not sure on a couple things, but I do know the first couple steps. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get going. So the first step, I already did it. I made a template of the seat itself. So I just took a piece of scrap paper and I set it down on the chair and kind of like traced the outside of the chair so that it would kind of match the shape of the chair. So I did that. And now I just have all this stuff behind me. I bought the foam from Joann. I got some plastic sheeting to cover the foam because I do want to be able to make these washable. I live in a city and we have a lot of stray cats around, and I love them and they love to cozy up on my porch, but I don't like cat pee. So I do want to make these washable. So I'm going to wrap like the foam in this plastic sheeting. Then I have fabric that I got at the thrift store. They're old curtains, so I'm going to use those. Things that I need to figure out. Closures. Am I going to put a zip in, or am I going to make it like a pillowcase style? I don't know that yet. I think what I'm going to do is cut out the foam and then kind of go from there. Yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of toying with. But for right now, I'm going to use my pattern pieces that I made and cut this foam out and then wrap it in plastic. So let's get on with it. I don't know how this is gonna work well, but for now, this is what I'm doing. Because I just want to tell you, I just have a marker to mark the foam. I have a pair of scissors. I might have to go get an old serrated kitchen knife to cut the foam out. But basically all I'm doing, tracing out the pattern on my foam with this marker, and then going to cut it out with this. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. Scissors are not going to work. Again, I've never done this, so I'm just going to go for it. Be careful. That's it. Okay. This is better than me trying to use scissors. I can tell you that. You just got to be careful. I work in a kitchen, so I'm comfortable with knives, but that doesn't mean everybody is, so. Also, that doesn't mean I won't cut myself. Just be careful. Also, since this is just going to be like shoved in fabric, it doesn't really have to be perfect. I just kind of wanted to get it to, don't do that. I just wanted to get it to the size of the cushion. All right, a little bit more manageable, huh? Okay. going to be going to see if it fits on my seat. So here I go. I have successfully cut out the foam pieces. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach, I got this plastic sheeting from my local hardware store, and one of the videos that I saw recommended that you get a 4 mil, so that's what I got. It's a little bit thicker, so I think that things won't like get through it. Things meaning like cat pee. So yeah, I got this at my local hardware store. There was a lot of it, and this is the only one that they had, so I'm gonna have some plastic sheeting for a while. Right now, what I'm going to do is I rolled it out and I cut a piece off, and I'm just going to wrap it in this. The person that I saw on YouTube used a hot glue gun, and I guess I could do that, but I'm wondering if like duct tape would work. Is that cheating? I mean, I know there's no cheating, but like, will it really matter if I use duct tape? And I feel like tape would work better than hot glue, because then I could make sure like the seams are completely like secure. I think I'm gonna use tape. So I'm gonna use duct tape or packing tape, whatever one I feel like. Duct tape secured. How are you guys? It's been wild here in the Repberg Smith home. We've had some plumbing issues that isn't great, to say the least. Home ownership, am I right? Also, stress about the world, stress about being an American. I'm about to get off social media, everyone. I can't handle it. My brain right now. But I have been reading a ton, trying to stay off my phone. So I've been reading a ton, which is unlike me. I read 3 books in 1 week. That has never happened in my life. But the 3 books that I read were really cute. 2 of them were YA books. So like, they weren't hard to read, but still. What are you guys doing to help keep your brain off of the mess that is our world? Let me know. For some reason, sewing hasn't been helping. So, I don't know. But here I am. We all gotta keep going on, right?
Wouldn't it be a shame for you and me to stay at home once in a while? I never ray until...
Right, so I think what I'm gonna do now, since this is one piece, I'm just going to tape down all that I can. Make sure everything's pretty secure, but this looks great. I love this. I'm glad I decided to use duct tape because I didn't want to get my hot glue gun out. I'll let you know if this was a mistake down the road, but I think it's not.
Sleepy time girl, dance the evenings away. Why, Missy,
This overkill maybe, but we'll see. First one, done. Let's do the next one.
it's getting late and the your pillow's waiting. Sleepy time girl, it's time her dancing is through. Sleepy time girl, I'll build a cottage for two. You'll learn to cook and to sew. What more till love it I know. When she's a stay at home, play at home, 8 o'clock, sleepy time girl. Sleepy time girl, you're turning night into day. Sleepy time girl.
I don't know if this is right, but we're gonna find out. Meaning the right size. Much too long. That's all right. This is the fabric that I'm using. It's a thrifted curtain that I got. And basically I just took it apart. I have 2 panels, so I'll have plenty. But basically I'm going to use this fabric, and then I'm going to go through my zippers and see if I have something long enough. So basically I'm going to make a front piece, a bottom piece, a front and bottom, top and bottom, front and back, however you want to put it. And then I'm going to do a strip for the width of the foam. And I'm just going to use the pattern piece that I used for the foam and use for the fabric and give myself a seam allowance. And yeah, and then I'll attach the zipper to the back of the chair. Okay, let's go through my zippers, see if I got something. Oh, here's one. Is this long enough? It could be, probably. These are shorties. Might be the same length. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm going to just put a flap on, like an overlap flap with some Velcro on the bottom of the cushions. Yep, zipper for that one, flap for this one with Velcro. Let's do it.
Oh, how many kisses does it take to make you fall in love with me?
You know, I always thought about those like seam allowance gauges, and I was like, I would never, that's so cool, but I would never use that. But I feel like I'd use it now. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to outline the pattern, and then I'll add a line for seam allowance. I don't know. I think I can just swing it. And I'm doing a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I probably don't need to do that big, but why not? Yeah, and then I'll just connect them. Perfect. Just cut this one out and then use the cutout piece for the other one so that I don't have to do that again. Ta-da! First piece done. Now, should I iron this? Probably. Am I gonna? No, I'm not. Ta-da! We've got 3 inches. So 3.5 inches. I kind of want this to be, like, I want it to fit snug. Basically, I'm giving myself no ease because I want to shove this foam inside of that so it, like, keeps its shape. So I'm just gonna do a 3.5 inch strip. I'm just gonna do a bunch of them actually, because I'm gonna need them. Is this red? No, not well. Very heavy. The good thing about this thrifted fabric is that it does have like very distinct grain lines on the back, so I can follow a straight line. So that's helpful when I'm cutting these strips out. There it is. I cut out the fabric for the 2-seater, and I cut the top piece for the 1-seater. And now I gotta do the bottom piece. And now this is where I'm doing things a little bit differently because I'm gonna make a fold over so that I can shove the foam in it like you would a pillowcase. So I'm working smarter here because these curtains have already a hem to them. So I'm using the hem to be the lap over so that I don't have to hem it up in the sewing room. So what I did do is I just took the pattern piece and I did a top part, and then I'm going to do a bottom part that doesn't go all the way to the top, so that I will pin them together and make one pattern piece that'll just be able to open up, and I'll be able to shove the foam in. So I almost was able to get all of the pieces out of one of the curtains, which is kind of wild. Okay, so basically I want this hem piece to be towards the top of this. Doesn't have to be all the way. So I'm basically leaving about 2 inches. This will go here. So this will come down and overlap, and I want a pretty good overlap so that it will be covered for sure. And then I need a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I will say that I feel like I've been putting off this project mostly because I couldn't wrap my head around a few things, but like just doing it has made me feel so much better about it, and kind of a little bit guilty for not doing it last summer. But we can't sit in that, right? We have to just move on, realize that this is actually a fun project, and maybe this will actually be the project to help me get sewing, because I've just been in a funk lately. And I have a couple things cut out. I have a pattern that came in that I want to do before my trip to LA. So hopefully this will get me going. Hi Jordan, I'm filming. I don't have any lines right now, so alright, love you. Bye. Now I'll just use the same piece to use as a pattern for the next ones. You'll get the idea. I'm going to turn the camera off, finish cutting these pattern pieces, and then clean up and head up to the sewing room, I think. I am in my sewing room now, clearly. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put together the double seat one first, because that's the one we use the most, and then I'll work on the other ones. It shouldn't take me too long. I've already got the thread in my machine. I'm going to switch out my needle. I think I'm going to do this zip, like a lapped one, so that it's the zipper's kind of covered by the fabric, but that might mean I need to cut out another piece of fabric, which I should probably just go do now. So let me change my needle, and then I'm going to start sewing this up. Double needle, stretch, stretch, stretch. Aha. I'm just going to cut another one. BRB. Zip. Now I'm going to do the little flappy part. I don't really know how to do this. I'm going to guess. Basically, you just fold the fabric and then you're going to pin it and then stitch close to the zipper teeth. That's what I'm going to go with. I did the zipper part. Looks pretty good. I just guessed on how to do it, so happy that it actually works and that it looks good and that it's pretty concealed. I'm pretty happy. So I think what I'm going to do now is take the front piece, attach the sides, and sew that together. And then I'll do the opposite, and then I'll put the bottom on, and then since I have a zip, I can just flip it out, and it will all be great. So Here I go. It's fun just making things up as you go. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. It'd be pretty funny if like, well, it wouldn't be funny, I'd be sad. But what I'm saying is it'd be kind of funny if like I go through all of this and it doesn't fit. So let's try to not let that happen, okay? Attaching straps. I sewed it all together. Now I'm going to flip it through. I'm excited. Oh, yes. Look. How exciting. Now I just gotta go shove the foam piece in and see if it works. Hi, I'm trying to get a good shot, so you won't see my face, but I'm putting my foam into the fabric. Let's do it. Yes. 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 Wow. Okay. I did it! How exciting! What I'm gonna do, so I used the top cushion cover as a guide so that I knew how big the one with the flap had to be. And now I'm just gonna baste these sides together. And then I'm gonna attach the center strap and then sew it all together. And this is exactly what I did for the larger one, but I don't think you could see me actually doing this, but this is what I did. Okay, after pinning or clipping, I'm gonna sew around the whole thing. For the fun part, the reveal. Okay, this is the back, this is the front. All right, I'm gonna go put the pad in it, but that's it.